Good morning, Whittier Wildcats. I'm Bella.
And I'm Marari.
And welcome to WETV. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Place your right hand over your heart.
Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the Whittier Wildcat Pledge. Ready, begin. I am a Whittier scholar. I am respectful. I am responsible. I am safe. I always do my best and I strive for excellence. Here's Mr. Kirkendall with the birthdays.
Good morning, Whittier Elementary School students and staff. It's me, Mr. Kirkendall. And as always, I'm here to do the birthdays for week 2 in November. So we're on week 2 in November. Oh, and by the way, because we're not going to be here for the Thanksgiving break, I'm going to do week 3 as well of the birthdays for week 3. Okay, so I'm going to combine 2 and 3 together. So you know how I like to start with something a little funny, a little something interesting. Let's go with funny this time first. I might have said this one before. Usually I mark them off in my book, but this one's not marked up. It's worth repeating anyways. Why did Sally's computer keep sneezing? Why did Sally's computer keep sneezing? It had a virus, of course. All right. All right, on to this book, right? The totally awesome book of useless information. Let's see what I have today. A horologist measures time. So a horologist measures time. That's interesting, kind of. All right. Let's get on to the birthdays for week 2 and 3. Okay, so there's quite a few names, so bear with me here. I know you will. All right, starting off with Andrew out of Miss Carpenter's class. Adrina out of Miss Neeson's class. Jaden out of Miss Sanders' class. Jacqueline out of Miss Paulson's class. Isaiah out of Mr. Gaffney's class, Jeremiah out of Miss Ramey's class, Braylon out of Miss Brannon's class, Cecilia out of Miss Hendren's class, Nicolette out of Mrs. Vance's class, Stephanie out of Miss Hendren's class, Priscilla out of Miss Hendren's class, Lupita out of Mr. Helke's class, Alex out of Miss Acevedo's class, Juliet out of Miss Donahue's class, and Savannah out of Miss Sanders' class. All right, that's week 2. Let's move on to week 3. All right, here we go. Let's see. Joseph out of Miss Pichardo's class. Isabella out of Mr. Green's class. Okay. Natalie out of Mrs. Vance's class. Gustavo out of Mr. Green's class. Santiago out of Miss Hernandez's class. Quest out of Miss Cole's class. Aaron out of Miss Paulson's class. Obila out of Miss Brandon's class. Annabelle out of Mr. Green's class. Isaac out of Miss Hernandez's class. Jacob out of Miss Cole's class. Austin out of Miss Gaspar's class. Justin out of Miss Gaspar's class. Ariel out of Miss Hendren's class. Isaac out of Miss Donahue's class. Adeline out of Mr. Helke's class. Sophia out of Miss Donahue's class. Bryson out of Miss Vance's class. Jolene out of Mrs. Brown's class. Halen out of Mr. Helke's class. And Laura out of Miss Felix's class. All right, that concludes the birthdays for the 2nd and 3rd week in November. Now, just a thought here. So we're going into Thanksgiving, right? And that's all about being grateful for what you have, counting your blessings, being thankful for all the things you do have. Sure, the world has a lot of rough stuff in it, right? We all deal with a lot of stuff, a lot of stressors and whatnot. But that week is for you to reflect on all the great things that you do have in your life. And if you sit down and you start thinking about them, they're everywhere. So just be grateful, be thankful. You have lots to be thankful for, okay? So with that said, make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. See you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.
Here's Know Your Math from Ms. Johnson.
Good morning, Whittier Wildcats. Mrs. Johnson here with an important announcement about eSpark's High Fives for this week. I am not on campus and am not able to pull the information for the High Fives in my absence. And so what that means is next Wednesday, I will be calling double the announcements. So remember, upper grades, double means times 2. So if I were to call 10 kids today, then next week it will be double. Primary kids, that would mean I would add 10 plus 10. Upper grades, that would mean I'm doing 10 times 2, assuming that I was going to call 10 today, right? So I will call double the announcements for next week's high fives. And I think I said that backwards. I will call double the high fives in the announcements next week. That's what I meant. So please remember, friends, that you need to have 4 days of active engagement and no exclamation points, right? Plus 80% or higher on any post quiz that eSpark assigns to you. Now, that being said, the week of November 6th is a 4-day school week. So I think it would be fair to say that you must have at least 3 days for the week of November 6th in order to get your high five. 3 days of active engagement for the week of November 6th and 80% or higher on any post quiz. And then for the week of October 30th, which is what I would have called today, regular 4 days of active engagement plus 80% or higher on any post quiz. All right. So you guys have a wonderful 3-day weekend in this 4-day school week. 4 school days for the week. I don't know. I think I said it wrong again. That's okay. Everybody makes mistakes, right? But question for you, if we have 4 school days and a 3-day weekend, what is the sum of the total days in the week? Good question. Figure it out. Share with your neighbor. Share with your teacher. And I will see you when I return. Have a great week, everybody. See you soon. Bye.
Here's Miss Breeze with Wordy Wednesday.
Hi guys, it's Mrs. Brees here with a Wordy Wednesday. And I know it's a little bit early, but we're talking about Thanksgiving. It's coming up in a couple weeks. And so I thought that we could change the theme a little bit and also talk about a Thanksgiving word. So here's our rubric. Remember that if when I give the word, you're going to rate yourself. A 1, you don't know the word, haven't heard of it. A 2 is you've heard the word, but you're not really sure what it means. A 3 is I can tell what the word means. A 4 is not only can I tell what the word means, but I can explain it to someone. All right, so here's the word. The word is grateful. And if you look at the morphemes, because I know our older grades are looking at morphemes, and that's the smallest meaningful unit of a word. So the morphemes for grateful are grat and full. And grat is a root word that means please or satisfy, and full means full of. So now that you know those morphemes, what can you say? What's the definition for grateful, for the word grateful? The word grateful means full of gratitude. I know it doesn't really work with the satisfy, please or satisfy, but full up. You're so thankful. You're so appreciative. You want to really tell people or yourself how much things please you. For example, if someone did something nice for you, whether it's at home or at school, you might be grateful. That might really please you, and so you would want to share that with them. Some other words, some other forms of the word could be ungrateful. And we know that un is a prefix that means not. And so ungrateful would mean not grateful, not appreciative, that didn't satisfy you. Usually grateful means how you're feeling about something. And so I wanted to share some pictures of people expressing their gratitude. That's another form of grateful. A person is grateful and you would express gratitude. So as we're going into the season of Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving is just giving thanks, right? So being grateful for things, it can be as simple as someone smiled at you, or you woke up and you had a great thought. So my challenge to you is sometimes it's really easy to look at the negative things and to be ungrateful. I can have a tendency to do that and really think about negative thoughts, but I'm going to challenge you to think about something that you're grateful for every day. something that pleases you or satisfies you, you're full of gratitude. Maybe it's someone in your life. Maybe it's a thing that happens. Maybe it's someone here on campus. Maybe it's a friend or a family member. Maybe it's the fact that you just know you're rocking it here at Whittier. Whatever it is, think of something every day that you're grateful for. So I'm challenging you to do that. And my challenge to myself is I have a gratitude journal, a thing where I write down things that I'm grateful for. And I'm supposed to do it every night before I go to bed so that it helps me send me off to sleep. And I'm thinking about positive things instead of maybe the things that didn't go well. I don't really do it. So my challenge to myself is to actually put my phone down and write at least 3 things that I'm grateful for. I'm full of gratitude for. So I give you permission to ask me how that's going, to kind of keep me accountable. But if you ask me, then I'm going to ask you, and it'll be a reciprocal relationship, right? But I know that my friends at Whittier will hold me accountable, and we will think of some positive things that are happening, things that we're grateful for. All right, you guys, talk to you soon. Bye.
Thank you for watching WETV.
Have a fantastic day.
And enjoy What's Up Whittier coming up right now.